You ever wonder why some people just can't get you out of their head? Like, you didn't do anything special. You just existed, but suddenly, you're the main character in their mental movie. That's obsession. And here's the wild part. Obsession and love feel almost identical at first. Same butterflies, same rush, same late night overthinking. The difference? Love steadies you. Obsession shakes you. Love is a fire that keeps burning. Obsession is a firework. It explodes, it blinds you, and then it crashes. And when a girl is low-key obsessed with you, you'll feel it. Not in the obvious ways, but in the little signs, the patterns that whisper, you're not just on her mind. You're stuck there, sign one. She studies you. And I don't mean casually, I mean PhD level research. She notices micro expressions you didn't even know you had. She knows the sound of your laugh when you're genuinely amused versus the fake laugh you use just to be polite. She remembers the random story you told once at 2 in the morning about your childhood dog. She knows what snacks you grab without thinking, what songs you skip on your playlist, how you sit when you're irritated but trying not to show it. And here's the scary part. She remembers it all. Attraction makes people notice. Obsession makes people archive. And when she's low-key obsessed with you, she's building a private library in her brain filled with you. If you ever hear her quote you word for word, weeks later, or remind you of something you forgot about yourself, yeah, that's not random. That's obsession disguised as thoughtfulness. And it feels flattering, right? Because who doesn't want to feel seen? Who doesn't want to be remembered? But don't get it twisted. When she's remembering everything, it's not just about you, it's about control. She wants to know you so well, you can't surprise her anymore. Sign two, she engineers coincidence. You think you're just running into her a lot? Bro, you're not that lucky. Or unlucky, depending on how you see it. If she's obsessed, she's planning her orbit. She knows your schedule better than you do. She knows you grab coffee at that one spot around 9. She knows you hit the gym at 7. She knows you like sitting on the left side of the room, or the office, or the train. And she just happens to be there too. Psychology calls it proximity attraction. The more you see someone, the more familiar they feel, and the more you like them. She's not waiting on fate. She's manufacturing fate. And the sneakiest part? It feels like the universe. You'll say, wow, what are the odds I see her everywhere? And the odds are 100% when she's structuring her day around you. That's not luck, that's strategy. She's not rolling dice, she's moving chess pieces. Sign 3. Her emotions swing hard. Obsession lives in extremes. It's never chill, it's never balanced, it's not I like you, it's I need you, it's not I'm curious, it's I'm consumed. So one day, she's texting you nonstop, hyped about everything you say. The next day, she's cold, distant, moody, and you're confused, like, what did I do wrong? Nothing. You didn't do anything. Her highs are the dopamine rush of getting your attention. Her lows are the withdrawal when she doesn't get it. Neuroscience shows obsession lights up the same brain circuits as addiction. That's why she acts addicted to you. When she gets your time, she's euphoric. When she doesn't, she spirals. That's why she might blow up your phone when you don't reply, or get jealous over nothing, or give you the silent treatment just to pull you back. Obsession doesn't live in logic. It lives in chemistry and storms. And if you've ever felt whiplash from someone's energy being hot and cold, congratulations, you've met obsession. Sign 4. She inserts herself into your world deeper than you realize. Obsession doesn't just want you, it wants your ecosystem. She's suddenly close with your friends, suddenly following your sister on Instagram, suddenly showing up to group hangs you didn't even invite her to. That's not friendliness, that's infiltration. Because obsession isn't satisfied with being near you. It wants to weave into every part of your life. So that cutting her out would feel like cutting out a vein. Ask yourself, has she ever just popped up in places where you didn't expect her, but acted casual like, oh wow, fancy seeing you here? When deep down you know she planned it. Has she ever tried to bond with your people before she even deepened the bond with you? That's obsession. Because love says, I want you. Obsession says, I want everything around you. Sign 5, she can't let go. This is the ultimate test. When someone's interested and it doesn't work out, they move on. When someone's obsessed, they linger. They don't vanish. They hover. Months later, she's still watching your stories, Still liking your posts, still sending you little texts that look casual, but you know they're not. Still orbiting you, even when you've moved on. Why? Because obsession doesn't have an off switch. Love respects distance. Obsession collapses boundaries. And here's the truth. If you've ever tried to step away and she kept pulling you back in, that's not romance. That's attachment disorder. Psychology calls it anxious preoccupied attachment. Her brain is wired to fear abandonment so deeply that she clings harder when she feels you slipping. And you'll feel it. The intensity, the magnetism, the way she refuses to let the connection die. But instead of feeling flattered, you should feel cautious, because what starts as passion can end as possession. Now pause. I know some of you listening are thinking, damn, that doesn't sound so bad. Imagine being the center of someone's universe. Sounds flattering, right? Sounds powerful, but listen to me. It feels good at first, and then it becomes a prison. Obsession isn't love. It's not stable. It's not safe. It's not about seeing you. It's about projecting onto you. And sooner or later, you suffocate under the weight of being someone's addiction. And some of you, let's be real, you've mistaken obsession for love before. You thought the constant texts, the jealous reactions, the I can't live without you speeches were proof of passion. But in reality, it was proof of fear. Fear of losing control. Fear of being abandoned, fear of not being enough. And when someone is operating from fear, not love, you're not in a relationship, you're in a hostage situation. So hear me as your brutally honest best friend. Don't chase obsession. Don't romanticize it. Don't mistake it for depth. The healthiest love isn't fireworks every night. It's a steady fire that doesn't burn out. It's someone who sees you clearly, accepts you fully, doesn't need to control you to keep you. The highs of obsession might feel intoxicating, but the lows leave scars. And maybe right now you're realizing, damn, I'm the obsessed one. I'm the one memorizing every detail, engineering coincidences, riding the emotional roller coaster, inserting myself too deep, refusing to let go. If that's you, don't panic. Don't shame yourself. Obsession usually comes from a wound, a fear, a need for validation that feels like life or death. The solution isn't to hate yourself. The solution is to understand yourself, heal yourself, work on becoming whole enough that you don't need someone else to be your oxygen. Because here's the plot twist. The most magnetic thing you can do is not obsess over someone else. It's to obsess over your own life, your purpose, your growth, your passions. When you take all that obsessive energy and pour it into yourself, you stop orbiting people who may or may not want you, and you become the sun people orbit around. That's attraction, that's power, that's freedom. So let me leave you with this. If you recognize these signs, if you see her in them, or you see yourself in them, don't just brush it off. Sit with it. Ask the hard questions. Is this love or is this addiction? Is this care or is this control? Is this passion or is this possession? Your heart deserves clarity. Your life deserves peace. And your story deserves love that doesn't just feel exciting, but love that feels safe. And I'll end with one question. Have you ever been someone's obsession, or have you ever been the one obsessed? Think about it, because that answer says a lot about who you are, where you've been, and what kind of love you're really searching for.